From the West Side, this is The Greg Show, starring Gregory Struss. I'm Scotty-Joe Vegas, inviting you to stay tuned for the next 30 minutes, because you'll meet the music of Hammond, Indiana, ladies and gentlemen, where I gamble sometimes. Pulsing, pulsing, and plus you'll experience many other entertaining surprises. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the man who knows Zsa Zsa Gabor, Mr. Gregory Struss!
Yes! Thank you. Welcome back to the Greg Show, coming to you almost live from the studios of NBC Comcast here in beautiful Elmhurst, Illinois.
Let's give it up for Elmhurst.
Okay.
El Pavani.
Well, I know all of you are an artistic group, and that all of you are probably happy to hear that the Tony Awards were announced.
Oh.
Okay? Yeah, all right. In Cicero, the Tony Awards mean if Tony don't kill you, you won a Tony Award. Thank you. I love the town of Cicero. How many of you have been through Cicero? You came from Cicero? Okay.
Hey.
I have to say that, because otherwise I may be visiting a local concrete company and the Des Plaines River all in the same day.
Oh! Good entertainment, folks.
You remember those guys in the 70s that went, yeah, I got you.
They buried a lot of people in Interstate 57.
Gotcha. You got to watch out for this, because in Crook County you get taxed for this. This is a gun thing.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. All right.
Hey.
Former President George W. Bush, we can hear it for the man. He's been out of office for several years.
Love it.
He was honored with the opening of his presidential library. The Bush Library. I wonder if one has to be able to read in order to visit.
Apparently not.
You know, what's new and different is that you do not check books out from the actual library itself. Like everything else in America, you check them out from China.
Hell. Jesus doing a good job.
I wonder if Dick Cheney is the vice librarian.
He's more like the lunch lady. Big Bush.
I like the mood lighting tonight.
Yes.
Do you remember the mood lighting from
Yes.
the 60s? Okay. In Wilcox County, Georgia, a high school is holding its first racially integrated prom. We can give it some pub for that. Yes, for the first time ever, both black and white kids are now attending the same prom.
All right.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it? Black and white kids can now ride the same buses, attend the same high schools, and drink from the same water fountains. Other news from Wilcox County, Georgia, a woman who lives in a mobile home just read a book. That's breaking news from Wilcox County, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
God bless
All
the
right.
people of the nation.
Martha Stewart is on Match.com.
All right.
You know that? The dating service.
She's hot.
I read her profile shortly before the show started,
Yes.
and it says, billionaire blonde felon obsessed with cooking and household decorating seeks someone who she can fix, manage, and control. I wonder if the Donald is available.
Hello. I know his lips are.
Okay, it's quiet. And finally, Gwyneth Paltrow, beautiful woman, right? Beautiful lady. Is receiving a lot of criticism for being chosen as People Magazine's most beautiful person of the year. Yes, Gwyneth Paltrow is a natural beauty. Natural. That's the key word. Just ask her yoga instructor, her dietitian, her nannies, her masseuse, her personal trainer, and plastic surgeon about her natural beauty.
Hey! All right. That was some good entertainment, folks. I'm glad you're laughing.
How are things going?
Things are going great. We got some people in the house tonight.
Where are they? They're in the house.
In the house now. Dirty South. Crispy North.
I love Hammond, Indiana, because one of my favorite aunts and uncles lived in Hammond, Indiana. Aunt Avis and Uncle Ted. And Uncle Ted used to teach at Hammond. I don't think it was Hammond High, but it was Hammond Elementary, Ted Birtle. And he taught for something like 30 years or so. Uncle Ted retired a long time ago, passed even a long time ago. But Hammond, and the next thing that I like about Hammond is this group called the King Snakes. Sang a great song called Abandoned in Hammond. So we're glad that Hammond's own Pulsing Weave are joining us tonight. They're going to be performing Pulsing Weave.
Pulsing.
And they don't even give themselves some applause.
Give it us shits now. Come on now. Let's give it up now for the Pulsing Weave now. Oh, yeah. Praise the Lord.
Look, don't abandon me now. I need you guys. All right? I need you. All right. Anyway, and what else do we have? We've been going back in our vast Struss Show archives from years ago.
Yes, sir.
And kind of checking out, kind of doing the old with the new.
Little dingle with a dangle.
And I don't have anything to.
They were dingling and dangling and dingling and dangling.
Oh, you know what? I think what would be funny is if that. You know how they used to do on the shows when people were on Geraldo?
Yes.
They had the silhouette lighting like this.
Yes.
And then they had the
unknown drummer.
Well, they redid the voice where it was like all distorted. I wonder
Yeah.
what the drums would sound like that way.
Wow, that's
I don't know.
kind of weird.
Anyway, I am Greg. This is The Greg Show, and we are reinventing community media from the west side of Chicago and beyond, and we'll be back in just a moment.
All right, let's give it up now.
Less dangerous. It'll burn a little bit faster though, so be a little bit more careful. Throw it a little quicker this time, okay?
I don't know. I don't think I want to do this.
No, this is perfectly safe. Don't perfectly safe. Don't worry about it.
Now they have a little puddle here.
Oh, by the way,
We're going to break.
I don't know how that's going to do.
We'll only have 10 minutes to clean up tonight, Bill.
That's okay. We're trying to break as many rules as we can.
What else?
By the
did
way,
you-
nobody let me in. I just let myself in. The door wasn't locked. So don't worry about that. We're working on it now. We're working on it.
What else?
Of course, from the studios of, we call this 688, right?
688, Mama.
Studio 688 North.
I feel like George Hamilton with my tan. Hi. With a large head.
I've had one of those before. Not this week, but I've been nursing a tan most of the winter.
Really?
But not now. No, I'm telling you, every week for like the last couple weeks, I am so hot right now. I mean, just from moving around and doing a lot of work before the show. And I feel like I'm all business. I am like all business tonight. You came in, Scott comes in early, and we used to bond shortly before, and I had to tune into the headset, into the, I like this new thing with Pandora.
Yes.
If you have a smartphone, you can download like music and listen to any channel that you want. My music tastes are very eclectic.
I have a dumb phone. I have no pictures, no nothing. I'm Amish. Go ahead.
The Amish cellular phone?
Amish, hello.
Anyway.
Hello, Levi. Are you there?
Anyway, maybe you can build some furniture or something with that.
I can build a lot of things, my friend.
Anyway, The Greg Show is on YouTube and Xfinity Comcast in the west suburbs of Chicago. People are asking, well, are you on in Tinley Park? And I'm like, no. But we are on Tinley Park via YouTube with the search words Greg Struss. That's GregStruss. Now, see, I feel like I'm being kind of condescending, and I don't mean to be.
You kind of were.
No, and I didn't mean that.
That's all right.
But anyway, you can do a Google search, Greg Struss, and find us on
STRUSS.
and you can see the graphic underneath right now.
But go to the one that doesn't have a picture on it. That's the best show.
Which one is that?
You'll have to look and go on the internet.
So I thought that we were going to have a visit from Scotty-Joe Schmidt this week, because our friend Dan Schmidt was on several weeks ago, and what happened to Scotty-Joe Schmidt?
I think Scotty.
He's from Hammond, isn't it, or is Gary?
I think he's from Elmhurst, my
Elmhurst,
friend.
okay.
But we'll talk about him some other time.
Okay.
That band looks like they got it going on, man.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
So in just a few moments, we will hear the music of Hammond's own Pulsing Weave. Now,
Don't say that word very.
that's right, because it's a trademark on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And will probably be flagged on YouTube. See, back not long ago, when there was a thing called just watching shows on TV,
sampling
on television. They used to be called television shows, and on the internet it's called content. So in television, it's programming. On the web, it's called content. So we are not only television producers, but we are content producers as well. I don't know. Does that make us important, or
I usually take that when I'm really sick as contact.
contact?
Or
Okay.
I can't say that, can I?
All right. So anyway, I want to thank everyone that's doing here. So here I am walking in. I'm getting ready to do the show today, and I want to print out all the paperwork that we do because there's just a number of things that need to be done when you're producing such a high quality television program or content. And so the computer crashed.
Oh.
My sister comes downstairs and she's like, wants to ask me questions. Now, I don't like to be asked questions when it's like tonight. I didn't feel that I was short, but it was all business, so I apologize to everyone if I feel that I wasn't short, but I was all business. And when I'm preoccupied and everyone's asking me questions, I'm like, yes, no. So I didn't, it was
where we're at right now? You ever see that movie where George Clooney's in that boat and that wave is coming? I think that's where we're at tonight. And that's like,
what do you mean?
And I'm the guy that's that guy from Step Brother who's like, we're dead and we all die.
No, it's been a good experience.
No, I didn't say it's but I'm just saying it's like maybe today you should just take a little time for yourself and go to the hospital and help those kids like you did yesterday. And
and it's funny because I really believe in doing service work. When I'm not doing the show and not working, that's part of my life.
Yes.
And so I was blessed with getting voted onto a board of directors of an organization that helped me during a very difficult time in my life. So I've been very busy with working on stuff, things there, and then working a job, and then doing the show. And I have when the days come off, when it's time for days to be off, we're doing the show, we're doing other things. So yeah, it would be nice to have a few more. So give me just a second.
You can't burn the candle at both ends.
No, so you just
can't. You can sniff it from both ends, but you can't burn it.
Yeah. All right. So you ended up going on an excursion somewhere, and what was that about?
Well, when you're a soul searcher and a dreamer like me, you have to you got to keep a little spice in your life, a little dingle in your dangle, and of course my aunt.
Did we count that twice? Was that twice tonight? Okay.
And coast to coast, butter and toast. You know how that goes. And I'm a globetrotter. What can I say?
Right.
But I really can't say where I go.
Why not?
Because people are watching the show.
Now, I would love... This is the thing.
I'm like a mannequin. Look at me. I'm like, hey.
Scott's family has owned a business for years. And so he grew up in this business, and the business has been your life for a period of time. Well, probably all your life.
Since Donnie and Marie were first on TV, not the second time.
It was before that, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
so your whole life you grew up in what I call this mobile home parts dynasty. Because you have a place in Wisconsin where you come. He comes all the way from Wisconsin to be here. He is a fellow cheesehead now. I don't know what that means.
What you're trying to say is, what are you trying to tell me?
I'm trying to say, so you have been in the business for a long time, and I think you use executive privilege because you're gone more times. He's got like the Johnny Carson work schedule. What do you do, like 2 days a week?
I come in, I drink coffee, I yell at the staff, and then I apologize to the staff, watch a little YouTube. We'll look at some emails, order a few things, take a drive.
Okay. And so you stop off at some gaming institutions.
No.
And how is the winning? Is the winning going or not? Are you feeling the Charlie Sheen love of winning?
I tell you, the Derby's coming up here pretty soon. Now it's dated, but it's my old-fashioned girl, and I love her. I always will till I die in the ground.
The horses.
Yes, it's my old-fashioned girl. I love her.
Okay. So are we winning right now, or are we not talking about it?
We're not talking about it. You know why we're not talking about it?
Because you weren't supposed to go.
I haven't. I work for other people with coupons and stuff like that to help them. They need money. There's people that are broke. I use my coupons and give them the money. That's what I try and do. And some nights it doesn't work that way, does it, big boy?
And at what point in life are we no longer answering to people?
I think when those people that you answer to are dead. When you're at their funeral and someone pats you in the back and says, hey, I'm sorry they're gone, I'm like, me too. No, they're beautiful people. They're great.
And
would you like me to get out the little pup?
Oh, wait. How is so Scott's Aunt Jeannie was coming here frequently, and she's been ill, and we want to give her an applause and let her know that we love her.
I got our Duck Dynasty shirt yesterday, 3X.
So I called him yesterday, and I said, Scott, I haven't been talking, I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't talked because it's been a couple times lapsed since our last show.
Those people that we were talking about crafting my cornflakes when you called me on the phone, so I couldn't defrock. I couldn't give you what I wanted, and here we are.
Yeah, and so he says, well, you know what? I've been on the road all day, and I understand those things.
Yeah.
And he says, I'll call you back in a few minutes, and then you never did. And that was all right, and then I saw you today.
I shafted him. I apologize.
All right, so what's coming up now? You have another trip? What is that?
I think I might go back out to California. And, you know, the horses and stuff like that. And there's a lot of people that, my life is changing a lot right now. And I'm very scared because I got a lot of decisions to make. And they're a bunch of wonderful people. And, time's going by.
Now, what kind of decisions are those?
Well, first of all, what's really worth it? You know, is it worth...
is there any payoff in this story or that we can end this segment, or what?
I'm very bland on what I say because I love my personal life. And when I air my personal business out here, I will get mocked for it. Yeah, I will get mocked for it, believe it or not. Not by strangers. Strangers come to me, they shake my hand, they give me a kiss, they give me the whole thing here with a kiss you on the mouth and kiss you here. But where were we at again?
Yeah, well, I think this is part of the other thing, too, as we, I recently celebrated a birthday.
Hey.
And now that I'm 45 years old, thank you.
The old man.
It's not being old. It's not like I'm, it's, people will say, in their 60s, say, well, you're still a young man, but I'm not a young man in terms of being 25 or so. See. And I feel that when one gets, I don't know, there's a certain maturity level I think that one has in their mid-40s that it's, that you automatically get a little more respect because you're not really a child anymore and you're not really the young man anymore. Does that make sense?
Here's the problem. I'm holding back because I live life till its fullest. And if people really knew what my life was, they would be like, oh my God, they'd commit me into a hospital. They really would. They'd be like, oh my God, you never shut up, you never do this. And
we'd never know that before the show.
I had to hold back. I have to. So, sometimes you go into an airport and sometimes you.
Okay. All right. And on
Sorry,
that
I'm very
note,
bland, America. I apologize.
On that note, I want to thank Scott for coming all the way from Antini's.
To babble for 10 minutes.
No, it was nice, and I appreciate that. And and we usually go out to this place in Elmhurst. What's the name of the person?
Where the crazy waitresses are. I love them all.
And she said, "How are you, boys?" Yeah. Like, how are you, boys?
And
the boys are here.
And she wrote "whole" on a box, and then she says, "add 4 sticks to it." And she came up with another word, and that's my favorite word that I use. So I'm pretty happy. Okay.
And I interrupted your thought.
It's okay.
Story.
What happened?
All right.
I'm wearing jeans tonight. Look.
All right. In a moment, we will hear Hammond's own Pulsing Weave, and we'll be back in just a moment.
It was some fun. A bandit in Hammond, caught in the dark without a gun. Paul probably headed straight for Gary. Stripped it down, sold the parts, left it in a prairie. I went by the Y where Paul used to stay, and sat and seen him about 3 or 4 days. Bandit in Hammond, come on, baby, some fun. A bandit in Hammond, caught in the dark without a gun. Wow!
King Snakes, right here.
All right, we're back, everybody. And let's welcome Hammond's own Pulsing Weave.
Diamonds as in tales the traveler told. What's become of you, my dear son, in that favored land of gold?
Want to thank Pulsing Weave. I don't know what. Every week I always I have a different word, and as you can tell, I can't really talk either. And this is Jenny, who's been filling in this week. She did a wonderful job. Did you learn a lot tonight, Jenny? Did you learn a lot or not?
I did.
Okay, thank you. All right, anyway. Anyway, this is Greg Struss. I want to thank everybody who is here tonight, and we are going to take it away with the Pulsing Weave. Good night, everybody.
Try to catch them in the light, but they scatter left and right. Till you get them in your sight. Load your clip, take aim. They sure run fast. Come on now, it's almost time. Just another step to climb. From your vantage point, you've got such an easy little shot. But oh, don't let go. No, no. Take 'em down one by one. Keeping count, you're almost done. Slip the final cartridge in. Now the end game will begin. Load your clip, take aim. They sure run fast.